will ask for the rings during the ceremony. You'll give me the rings first. Rodolfo and Mariolina, before we get into the marriage ceremony, I want to read you a little love poem called the Wedding Song. I'm going to read a little more about love to you from Corinthians. I'm going to read about marriage to you from the prophet. And then we're going to do the wedding ceremony. He is now to be among you at the calling of your hearts. For whatever to a mortal you are gathered in his name, and there is love. A man shall leave his mother, and a woman leave her home. They shall travel on to where the two shall be as one. As it was in the beginning, is now until the end. Woman draws her life from man, then gives it back again. And there is love. Then what's to be the reason for becoming man and wife? Is it love that brings you here? Or love that brings you life? For if loving is the answer, then who's the giving for? Do you believe in something you have never seen before? And there is love. The marriage of your spirits here has caused them to remain. For whenever two or more of you are gathered in his name, and there is love. Love is always patient and kind. It is never jealous. Love is never boastful or conceited. It is never rude or selfish. It does not take offense and is not resentful. Love takes no pleasure in other people's sins, but delights in the truth. It is always ready to excuse, to trust, to hope, to endure whatever comes. To Rodolfo and Mariolina, love does not come to an end. I'm going to read about marriage to you from the prophet. The gist and the meaning to the entire reading is, although you be joined here today as one flesh, you would do well to keep in mind, as you walk the path of life together, that you are still individuals. Then Elmitra spoke again and said, "And what of marriage, master?" And he answered, saying, "You were born together, together you shall be forevermore. You shall be together when the bright wings of death scatter your days. They shall be together even in the silent memory of God. Well, let there be spaces in your togetherness, and let the winds of the heavens dance between you. Love one another, but make not a bond of love. Let it rather be a moving sea between the shores of your souls. Fill each other's cup, but drink not from one cup. Give one another of your bread, but eat not from the same loaf. Sing and dance together, be joyous. Well, let each one of you be alone, even as the strings of the lute are alone, so they quiver with the same music. Give your hearts, but not into each other's keeping, for only the hand of life can contain your hearts. And stand together, yet not too near together, for the pillars of the temple stand apart, and the oak tree and the cypress grow, not in each other's shadow. Who giveth Maria Elena to be married to Rodolfo? Her mother and I. Her mother and I. Her mother and I. Rodolfo, take Maria Elena by the hand. Rodolfo, take Maria Elena to be your wedded wife. Do you covenant to love, to honor and keep her? Taking her for richer, for poorer, for better, for worse, in sickness and in health. To have it your whole from this time forth, leave it to her alone, until death do you part. Maria Elena, take Rodolfo to be your wedded husband. Do you covenant to love, honor, cherish and comfort him, taking him for richer, for poorer, for better, for worse, in sickness and in health? To have it you hold from this time forth, leave it to him alone, until death do you part. What token of the sincerity of this covenant do you give? Maria Elena, do you in evidence of your love and sincerity accept this ring? Rodolfo, do you in evidence of your love and sincerity accept this ring? I'm going to pause for just a moment to explain to you why gold was chosen as the wedding symbol. It wasn't by chance. It was by purpose. Gold has always been considered a perfect precious metal. For example, if you take gold and you put it in the fire, it will forever and ever remain gold. If you take gold and you drop it in the depths of the oceans for an eternity, in all the salt water of the brine, it doesn't even tarnish. It always remains pure. Always remains gold. Rodolfo and Maria Elena, you notice the rings are perfectly round. They have no beginning. They have no ending. Today you're furnishing everything. And what I wish for both of you from the bottom of my heart is like these rings. There is no ending to this matter. Rodolfo, please just remember this right hand, looking right at her. Absolutely. With this ring, I thee wed, and with all of my heart's affection, I thee endow. Maria Elena, please just remember Rodolfo's left hand, looking back at him, repeat after me. With this ring, I thee wed, and with all my heart's affection, I thee endow. Give the flowers back to the bride. And now, would everybody here at the altar join hands for me or touch each other? Take the little bell. Inasmuch as you mutually assume this wedding covenant as a sacred vow taken before God and His country, by authority conferred upon me as a minister of the gospel, I do not pronounce you husband and wife in the name of the Lord God. Those whom God has joined together, let no one put asunder. Make your shoe right and wife, Rodolfo. Rodolfo, congratulations. This is Alvaro Bueno. Bueno.
Aquí se mire, que se la mandó Siciliana.